Hello good people, my name is Mohit and guys, today I'm going to show you a horizontal scroller, okay, that goes from left to right continuously without a break, very smoothly, very nicely, without a hiccup. And yes guys, if you hover over, it halts, pauses, and when you hover out, when I say hover over, I mean when you hover with the mouse pointer, it freezes the flow, and once you take it off, the flow resumes. In fact, let me show you a published preview by hitting Control Enter to test the movie, guys. Here goes Control Enter. So that's a horizontal scroller for you guys. So it's going from left to the right. Okay guys, this scroller contains 5 pictures. Okay, they flow from left to the right. And now I'm gonna mouse over, guys, and the moment I do that, you can actually see the pointer turn into a finger. That's one. And the flow freezes, and the moment I take it off like so, now the flow resumes, and guys, it goes on in an endless loop from left to the right. I really thought that this project could be very useful to many of you guys out there. Okay, so it's a belt of pictures, it's a strip of pictures that's going from left to the right in a continuous loop, and everything, guys, was done through the Actionscript. This can be easily achieved without the Actionscript, but this specific tutorial will teach you how to do the same thing purely with Actionscript and not on the timeline. Okay, excuse me. Now let's check the timeline, guys. Out here we have the AS3 layer on the top, which contains the Actionscript 3, and out here at the bottom we have the twin MC. I'll tell you why I call it twin. Which contains the movie clip, this long movie clip. In fact, you will be able to see it if I zoom out. Let me zoom out to a 25%. Okay, so guys, I'll tell you why I'm calling this strip or this movie clip twin MC. Notice guys, that the first, second, third, fourth, and the fifth picture actually form one single movie clip. Okay, and then that movie clip is repeated. So in fact, the parent movie clip, which is MC underscore twin, is actually a twin or a duplicate movie clip. Basically, if I double click and go inside, it has a strip of 5 pictures. That's one individual single movie clip that has been copy and pasted and placed to the right. So that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 3, that's a 4, and that's a 5. That's the main movie clip that has been repeated again, 1 2 3 4 5. So in fact, it's 2 movie clips left to right. Okay, left to right, placed left right, adjacent to each other. Okay, in fact, let me double click and show it to you. If I double click inside, guys, and if I click on the first movie clip, okay, and hit delete, guys, you can see that it's actually vanished. Let me say Control Z. Okay, so the second movie clip is nothing but the duplicate of the first one, and I'm inside the parent movie clip, guys. Notice the one on the left does not have an instance name. I didn't need it. And even the one on the right, which again has the registration point top left, does not have an instance name. I didn't need it. So basically, the parent movie clip consists of 2 movie clips inside, child movie clips, children movie clips, which in turn consists of 5 pictures. Okay, I can double click, go inside, and you can see that we have 5 individual movie clips then, which have been given a drop shadow to make them look nice. Okay, so let me go back on the main timeline. So in a nutshell, guys, the main movie clip, the parent movie clip, consists of 2 movie clips of 5 pictures each. All right, and they are duplicate. They have been placed left and right. All right, and those 2 movie clips in turn are made up of 5 pictures of 5 individual movie clips, which have been given a drop shadow filter. All right, so the parent movie clip, which I've called the MC underscore twin. And yes, guys, I would like to add here that the source code, the FLA file, is available for download at http://qualitylessons.net/downloads. So you can get it from there. Okay, now let's talk about the action script and let's talk about a few numbers. Now this twin MC, call it twin MC, call it duplicate MC, because it's actually comprised of one single MC placed left to right, has a total width of 2514.2 pixels. The height is 180 pixels. Okay, if I click inside, guys, each individual MC, okay, I'm deleting so that you can understand quite clearly. Each individual MC, which are actually a mirror image of each other, it's done through a copy and a paste, have a width of 1250.60 pixels. All right, and if I were to go deeper, double click once again, they are made up of pictures. You can check the width and the height of the pictures, 240 by 180 each. But guys, it's okay if you don't want to confine yourself to this kind of a calculation, and that's absolutely okay. But it should be a duplicate MC. That's important. Placed left to right, that's most important. Okay, now let me go back to the parent, to the stage level. Okay, so let me go back, let me say zoom in at 100%. okay, that's where you have the stage, guys. The stage has a nice color, it's a #33333. okay, and each individual movie clip inside this big long wide movie clip has a drop shadow. Cool. You probably could go with a glow or a bevel, that's entirely up to you. Alright, now let's examine the action script. Let me expand the window. Okay, right, there you go. Okay, the first thing in line number 1 that I've done, guys, is I have said MC underscore twin, which is which actually are two duplicate movie clips inside. Dot button mode is equal to true. Now guys, when you set the button mode to true for a movie clip, you can actually get that nice finger on hover. Okay, cool. Now we have declared a variable, guys. I've created a new instance of a timer, okay, which fires every one single milliseconds. Okay, that's a milliseconds, not a second. Cool. Then I've added an event listener to my timer, and I'm telling my timer to fire a function called my function every time the timer ticks, or every time 1 millisecond elapses. Cool, right. And it's gonna go on endlessly, guys, because I have deliberately left out the repeat count. If you leave out the repeat count, which should be the second parameter out here, which is optional, guys, if you leave it, it's gonna loop endlessly. Exact. And guys, every time you declare a timer, you need to start it, or else it does not work. Okay, so that's my timer.start parent method, guys. Cool. And let's examine the function, my function. Let's see what it does. Out here, guys, I've just passed in the events in the parent. Now that's a flash requirement. Okay, I can put :void out here, but that's again not compulsory. Okay, that's not compulsory. Since this function does not calculate and return a value, I can put a :void out there. I can skip it too, that's optional. Okay, let's see what is happening out here. I'm saying if my MC underscore twin dot x, so if the x coordinate of the MC, which is right now 0, see, if I click on the MC underscore twin, you can actually check that the x coordinate is 0. Okay, if it actually becomes -1263. Now let me tell you how I actually arrived at this figure -1263. And if that happens, please reset the x of the MC underscore twin to 0. Basically place it back where it is right now. Okay, so that figure, that number, that numeral 1263 minus 1263 is very, very important. Let me tell you when that happens. Okay, so I'm gonna, just to show it to you, I'm gonna put this number out here, 1263. Okay, let me zoom out, guys. Have a look out here, guys. When x is set to 1263, the first part of the movie clip, if you remember clearly, it's a twin movie clip. The left half and the right half. The right half is exactly out of the picture. Let me zoom in at 50%. Okay, the left half, that situation happens when the left half goes out of the picture completely. If that goes out of the picture completely, please reset it back to the way it was, which was like this. Here, that is where it was. Okay, so once that happens, so basically when the left half goes out completely, please bring the left half in completely, reset the position. Okay, that gives you an illusion of a continuous scroller, guys. That's the trick. That's very subtle. That's, you know, that's where all the magic lies, right? So if I talk in terms of a layman, when the left half goes out of the stage completely, bring the left half inside the stage completely, or reset the position completely. That is what this means. Cool. Okay, else failing which, if it is not equal to minus 1263, because initially it is set to 0, please move or shift the MC underscore twin by 1 pixel each after 1 millisecond. Pretty simple. So that's shifting the MC by 1 pixel. If you want to increase the speed of the MC, you can set it to 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, whatever, but that makes it a little jerky. I'm pretty happy with 1. Okay, now this part of the code which is highlighted right now is responsible for making the MC underscore twin, the photo strip, go from left to the right in a continuous scrolling motion. Cool. And now the latter half out here, these 4 lines are responsible for stopping and starting the animation, and the functions have been appropriately named stop anim and start anim. Let's see how this was done. I've added 2 event listeners to the stage, guys. Okay, and the mouse event is a mouse move. So whenever a mouse move is detected on the stage, please run stop anim. And a mouse move happens when the mouse is over the stage. So basically mouse move is equivalent to a mouse over on the stage, right? So let's see what stop anim does. All that the function stop anim does is it stops the timer, and once the timer stops, the ticking of the millisecond stops, and also the shifting of the MC underscore twin stops, so it freezes. And if the stage actually detects a mouse leave, so stage don't add event listener, stage has been added an event listener of the type mouse leave. It's not a mouse event, guys, it's simply an event. Please note that. So when the mouse leaves the stage, please start the animation once again. So whatever has been frozen, please resume that. So let's see what start anim has. A start anim is nothing but my timer.start method, and this was my timer.stop method. So that will resume the animation once again, right? Pretty simple, guys. If you know it's simple. In fact, let me tell you, and I'm being completely frank, it took me a lot of logic, a lot of time, a lot of yeah, it took me a lot of pain, in simple words, to make this small script, which is out here looks like just 17 lines, but it looks simple now. But was it simple initially? I made it, you know, I destroyed it, I made it again, I destroyed it again, and I went through the motions and spent roughly 2-3 hours before I actually came up with the script. Maybe it took me a lot of time, but then I don't think so it's so easy as it seems. It is not. Right, guys, so a control enter once again before I terminate this tutorial. Okay, so it's going from the left to the right. There you see, guys, pretty smooth, pretty good. Right, now I've taken it over the stage. Okay, it's actually frozen. You can see the nice finger because of the button mode being set to true, and if I take the mouse pointer off, it resumes the animation once again. Right, guys, I would like to point out something out here. We have a substitute for my timer.stop and my timer.start. If I say, instead of start, if I just remove start completely, and if I remove stop also completely, we can substitute it with something else. I'll tell you what. I can say my timer.add event listener. I can copy it, I can place it out here. I can place it out here as well, and instead of add, I can say remove out here. Okay, that's a remove. So control enter. So if I take it over, I've removed the event listener, and if I take it off away from the strip, it resumes again. So that's the same thing, or the same effect has been accomplished with removing the event listener on the timer and adding the event listener once again on the timer. So this works equally well, guys. Cool. So guys, I'm gonna end the tutorial now, but let me remind you, this file is available for download at http://qualitylessons.net/downloads with an S. Right, guys? If you have any problem, please Skype me up on Mohit.Manuja at no, that's my Skype ID. Please Skype me up. Time and talent permitting, I'll help you guys, and it's possible that I may not be able to help you immediately, or I may not be able to help you at all, depending on my schedule, but I'll try my best. Alright, guys, so I'll see you very soon with yet another Flash and Actionscript 3 tutorial, or it could be Dreamweaver CS 5.5. You have a very good day, guys. Peace. Bye bye.